Happy Thumbs Gaming. Big show.
What's up, everybody? HTG Brian here with Happy Thumbs Gaming, and we're back with another LEGO Harry Potter years 5 through 7 video for you. This one happens to be level 12, the Horcrux and the Hand free play. That's right, we're going to get all those collectibles, including all 4 of the House Crest pieces. We're going to turn that frown upside down or rescue that student in peril. And of course, get those 3 character tokens that are scattered throughout the level, which will in turn get us those 3 gold bricks. Well, assuming we get that true wizard requirement, which, hey, we got some red brick stud multipliers on, so it shouldn't be a problem. And hey, check this out. The Horcrux and the Hand free play is the last level of the second movie. Well, I guess technically, if we're really counting, it's more than the second movie, but it's the second movie for this year's 5 through 7 game. And okay, all right, I'm already off to a rough start as the commentary goes. We're going to start heading on over to the right-hand side. Hopefully, you followed our requirements there, and you have a dark magic character, because you're going to need one to go ahead and shake up these black and red crystals alongside the right-hand wall here, which, in fact, is going to shake it up and give us the character token for Professor Dumbledore. So look at that. We are off and running just like that, and look at that. We've already got 8,800 studs, which is a good percentage of our true wizard requirement. I think it's 35K, I think is what it said. But all right, use the apparition point and get out to this middle island here, and you can feel free to manipulate that rock there and pull the drain plug, so to speak, or you can go ahead and switch to Hermione and hop on the old bag of tricks pad. Let's go ahead and see what she can pull out here. Let's see what you got. What you got? Oh, she's got a pail. Okay. Oh, she's gonna dump some. Is that seeds? No. What is that? Is that a fish? I'm not even sure what the heck's going on here. It's too dark. Who turned out the lights? All right, it's good. Fishy. Here, little fishy, 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 fishy. Oh, look at that. Thanks, buddy. He's going to go ahead and fish out the old blue or Ravenclaw house crest piece. We're going to jump for joy out there. Take a little swim because we didn't pull the plug yet. And that's going to require us to go ahead and switch characters and use the apparition point again just to kind of speed things up. And once we're out here, we're going to go ahead and use Leviosa on the old rock here. And this is a good point in the video to go ahead and talk about the old quick links down below in the video description. As most of you probably know, we have little quick links you can click to get to the next item or collectible that you're after. But meanwhile, we're going to go ahead and continue keeping on in this level here. Oh, look at that. I did a little header with the red bricks. And we used Defendo on that red wall there, which is actually going to carve out and give us, oh, it's a nice little torch. And we probably could have just used Leviosa to pick that other one up, if I'm being honest, but the game didn't allow that. So we had to use this new created one, which once you get Leviosa out and over there, it retracts the old devil snares, or technically like things, as I like to say. And, oh, look at that. True wizard requirement has already been achieved. We're barely even into the level yet. But, oh, yeah. Look at that. We're going to need Leviosa. No, psych. We're going to need Lumos again. And, yeah, hey, for all those of you who've been following along day by day, you probably noticed we took a couple of day break for the holiday, and, yeah, I'm a little rough on the old wordage now that I'm back, but I'll get the hang of it, don't worry. We went ahead and used Lumos to go ahead and remove those devil snares, and look at that. We have found ourselves a nice little, what do you call these things? I used to call them a serpent case. Serpent puzzle. But I know there's a cooler word. It's, what is it? Parcel tongue puzzle. There we go. I think that's what they're called. But speaking of puzzle, we got another looks like a little match game here where we got to put the right pieces in the right place. And look at that. It's a match. And, ooh, that's kind of scary. But we're going to go ahead and open up the door. And you might have noticed there's a nice little annotation there indicating that there is a red house crest, or, excuse me, Gryffindor house crest piece. Now, as it turns out, there are 5 of these little crystals that you have to use Leviosa on scattered throughout this area here. And as you can see, we're going to go ahead and have to pull the bridge out to get to the next one, and they're fairly tricky. So yeah, the first one is on the left side of the bridge. Second one is as soon as you cross the bridge, it's right there. The third one is actually down in the left-hand corner once the ground kind of falls out from below you. And then, of course, before advancing into the new open area, make sure you get the one on the high or upper left side. And the final one is back in the left-hand corner. I guess it's kind of the right-hand corner, depending on where you're looking. It's in the middle corner. How about that? It's right there in the middle corner. And look at that. We've got that old house crest piece for Gryffindor. And next we're going to get to somebody who's got a little strength on him. I don't see any muscles yet, but all right, we'll go ahead and switch on over to somebody who is a little more muscular. And look at that. We're going to rip this orange handle and make that serpent dance. And Booyakashao, it actually had it apparently on its head or something. Anyhow, we're going to go ahead and grab the old green or Slytherin House Crest piece and add that to our overall. And all right, next up, we've got to use Leviosa to go ahead and lift up the other parcel tongue puzzle. So switch to somebody who can speak the tongue de parcel and check it out. We're going to go ahead and step up. Oh, we got to match it up. Yours is probably going to be different order than mine, but if not, hey, we're twinsies. Once we get a match, we're going to go ahead and dip into that little pond there and grab the purple stud. And check it out. We've actually got a little broom that we need to sweep off. There's 4 different tiles here that need to be cleaned off. And I honestly, I was having a hard time seeing that green one. I forgot that it was there. So I'm like, I got all 3 of these. What's the problem? But turns out there's 4. So come on, get back to work. And Lupus will get it. There we go. Lupus? Whoa, Remus will get it. How about that? Now we got to play a little game of memory, and check it out. We've got yellow green. We had red first, then yellow green, and then next up, this one's a little trickier. Blue, red, yellow, and then of course it'll give us the old 4Z next. This one, you know, and you can walk around, you can jump around. It doesn't matter which method you prefer to get to each of these, but I think I go ahead and jump over, yep, and then I just walk around, so why not do the easy way. And once you get all of them matched up, we get a little rubber ducky. We're gonna go ahead and make our way out and across. Now keep in mind there was a cutscene there that we have removed, and in case you haven't noticed, this video has been ever so slightly sped up. I mean, just ever so slightly. I didn't want to confuse you, but we're gonna need a character with dark magic capabilities again, and then we're gonna need to manipulate 3 of these dark magic objects in this area. Now, first one is up in the back middle, which you just saw me get, and the next one is gonna be over on the right-hand side over here. So you gotta step on the pressure-sensitive switches up on the top right, and it's going to drop down the old barrier to the right side, and you can see there's this second rock in need down there. So we're going to make our way down there, but of course, got to grab the bluesy. Got to catch them all, got to catch them all. And all right, so we're going to go ahead and manipulate this guy first, and that's 2 of 3. Of course, we want to grab this and make our way up to the top and drop it off. There's no sense in making extra trips, right? And all right, drop it like it's hot, Booyakashao, and all right, now it's given us, well, I guess we needed to do that in order to open up the next one anyway, so hopefully you grabbed it. And last but not least, we're going to make our way down and around and manipulate that black and red dark magic object, and it's going to give us the old character token for Tom Riddle Orphanage Edition. So, all right, we've got that, and we've actually got some more stuff coming up, but we got to complete this area, so go ahead and take the old water bottle and slap it on top of the old, I guess that's some sort of a water device. And all right, so this gets a little bit squirrely again. Now, if you guys watched the story video, you probably remembered I failed miserably at this. And if you know what's good for you, you will go ahead and use the quick links down below in the video description. But for some reason, I could not find the right spell to get these guys off of me. I couldn't, and I go through all of them, or at least so I think. And in the end, it ends up being Reducto. But I had some problems, though, and yeah. So anyhow, I think I get this drink, and I think I get rushed one more time before I actually figured out. I might have it. So I got Reducto out, and I shot it at him, but nothing happened. But that's only because my aim was not so good. But all right, I'm running, and I'm busted. All right, so that's no good. So we're gonna go ahead and spawn the 3rd time, or spawn for the 3rd time, I guess. Let's see here. We got Reducto. No, that's not Reducto. That's what was that? That wasn't Reducto. That was Patronus. And now we got, okay, we're back to Reducto, and we're trying to switch. We're trying to free ourselves. It's not going to work. All right, so we've spawned way too many times. I lost count. I couldn't remember if it was 3 or 4 last time, but we're going to run up and take a quick sip of the syrup. We're going to go back to Reducto, I think. Yep. And come on, get a good shot. Let's go. All right, look at that. So it turns out Remus was the savior, even though Harry could have done it. I just needed to have a Reducto and aimed at the right way-o. But, all right, so check it out. We now need to have, there we go, we need our other character to spawn, which I think it needs to be Dumbledore. I'm not 100% sure on that. I know that in the story it needs to be, but really we just need to fend all these guys off now, and I only have 2 drinks left. Oh, 1 now, look at that. And all right, so we gotta switch quickly and get over there and take another sip. All right, thirst quenched. I said that wrong. Whap, 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 whap. All right, here we are. We're in the final area here, and we're going to start off by not paying attention to the story elements. We're actually going to go ahead and switch to a character like Ron. I think he's the only one that has the Deluminator lamp. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure he is. But we're going to need to use that, and right after the start, just to the left, you saw me grab the light from the old post there. We're going to take it down below, and look at that. There's this weird makeshift tree that's kind of like a catapult that swings over and drops, and I guess melts or scares away whatever that was. And meanwhile, we're getting shot at by a Death Eater, so we'll go ahead and address him and get rid of him. Next, you need Leviosa to go ahead and pop the top off this barrel, and look at that. We got all 4 of the house crest pieces thanks to that Hufflepuff one inside that barrel there. So now we're gonna make our way back up and down. We actually have to go put out a big fire next, and that actually requires a part from over here, so we're gonna go ahead and use Aquamenti to put out these little mini fires. And of course, grab all them studs. Yep, swoop them up, swoop them up. Once we get in there, you see Bellatrix and whoever else that was. Bale. Should have been Bellatrix, because she bailed as soon as she got wind of us. And all right, we've grabbed this weird piece. It looks like some sort of like demonic horns or something off of like a mountain goat or something, but it turns out it's a double handle for this bad boy. And look at that, we're gonna go ahead and get our squeeze on and use Leviosa multiple times to go ahead and squirt out all this water. Squirt. Look at that. Oh, right, fire extinguished, and now we need to make our way down. And now my note said to the left, and technically that's true, but it just kind of depends on how you're looking at things. So you see me, I kind of run out there. I'm trying to get out there, but now I'm like, no, there's no student in peril out there. He's actually down into our left. So we'll double back here and make our way down. Make sure you do not advance into that duel with Snape there. If you do, it's game over or level over. And although I'm not sure if you can lose the duel and start over, I'm not sure. But either way, hopefully you followed the video and you made it down to this little pathway and scared off that Death Eater. Now, you're going to have to avoid the duel one more time because there is an orange handle behind him. So it's pretty easy to make your way around the left-hand side. And I do believe you have to press a button, for the circle for us, in order to activate the old duel. But, oh, to the yeah. Well, you're not strong enough there, Remus. So we'll go ahead and switch on over to our werewolf form and rip off the handle, which is going to give us the character token for Hagrid Wedding. That's right, he's all dolled up, looking all dapper, and all right. So now we just got to make our way back into the duel here, and that's going to wrap it up for all the collectibles. So we're going to go ahead and face off against Snape, and I think we do all right. As you can see here, we got Grindelwald out, who has all the spells that can be tossed at us. And of course, I always like to deploy my little shield here. That gives me some time to go ahead and match up the spells that they're tossing at me. So in this particular case, you can see immediately a shield goes out, and I got time to go ahead and choose green, or Avacadabra. And last but not least, I got 1 heart left. Spam, 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 spam. And Booyaka Show, man down. And that's going to take us to the final totals. That's right, we're going to get all 4 of the house crest pieces that are going to give us that gold brick. And of course, we got all 3 of the character tokens that were offered here. Professor Dumbledore, old Tom Riddle, the Orphanage edition, as well as Hagrid, all dappered up in his wedding attire. So True Wizard was pretty easy, as we have a couple of those red brick stud multipliers. If you found this video and you haven't been following along, you're going to definitely want to make sure you check out our Preparing for Free Play video, which actually gets you a couple of characters that are going to be needed throughout, as well as some red bricks that'll help you get those True Wizard requirements. Now, we also got that student in peril, so turn that frown upside down, and we'll go ahead and add up our gold bricks for getting all of the things needed. And look at that, we got 77. We're almost at the halfway point, which is pretty sweet. And speaking of halfway point, this video actually puts us halfway through the free play. So hopefully you guys are enjoying these. Hopefully you're finding them at least mildly entertaining. I know some of them are a little bit better and peppier than others, but I try to keep them all happy-go-lucky. So hey, if you guys have any questions or comments, or maybe even a suggestion or request, those are all acceptable things. And we direct you over to our social pages, which are all linked down below in our video description. In fact, we also have our, well, other things too, playlists and other such things. So check out Facebook, Twitter, or simply comment, vote, subscribe down below. And of course, like I just mentioned, HappyThumbsGaming is also available for your viewing pleasure. Now, I'm going to try, this is a new year. If you're watching this in sequence with all of our other videos, it's a new year. I'm going to try to bust this out and get this done like quick style. So cross your fingers and hopefully everything works out. But oh to the yeah. As for me, that's going to wrap it up. Like I said, I'm going to try to bust out a whole bunch of videos in the next couple of days. So hold on tight. And as for me, that's going to do it. As always, until next time,